Today, we're diving into a topic that can make owning your first home a reality sooner than you may think. We're talking about down payment assistance programs. I am so passionate about this topic because I actually used a down payment assistance program to get into my first home. And it was an amazing experience, and I would do it again. I'm Hannah Escher. I'm a mortgage advisor and rookie real estate investor with 2 properties, and I am so excited to talk about this topic with you today. So let's start with the basics. What is down payment assistance? Down payment assistance is exactly as it sounds. It's assistance programs that help you cover the cost of some or maybe even all of a down payment. Now, most of the time, these programs are geared towards first-time home buyers, though there are a couple that you could use if you are a second, third, etc. home buyer. But many of these are geared towards first-time home buyers to really help you get into that first home and start building equity. Due to that, these programs are structured in different ways. So for example, some down payment assistance programs are going to be in the form of a second loan. That's how many of these programs work, where it's going to be a loan that either has a payment attached to it on a monthly basis, or maybe it doesn't even have a payment on a monthly basis. But at some point during the life of your loan and the time that you're living in that home, you're going to have to repay that loan and that assistance. There are a couple programs out there that are going to give you this assistance in the form of a gift or a grant. However, if a program is offering something like that, usually you're going to have to stay in the home for a certain amount of time, and you might even have to stay in that loan for a certain amount of time. So when you're looking into down payment assistance programs, it's important to make sure you understand what type of structure these programs are offering. It might be a loan, it might be a grant, it might be a gift, it might pay for part of your down payment, it might cover all of it. So these are just a couple things to think about when you're looking into these programs. A lot of down payment assistance programs will also have options for closing cost assistance as well. And again, it can come in all these different forms. It could be a gift, it could be a grant, it could be a loan. Now, one of my favorite types of down payment assistance programs are programs run by the state. Now, sometimes these programs will be run through the state specifically, or the state might partner with a nonprofit or another organization in order to offer these subsidies to their constituents. These state-run programs usually are going to be the most generous with their guidelines, meaning they're not going to have as rigid income levels that you have to meet. They might even allow you to have a non-occupying co-borrower. They might have wider ranges of credit score requirements that you can meet, and they may have more generous debt-to-income ratio allowances. It's very simple to find these state-sponsored programs most of the time. Usually, a quick Google search can help you find these programs. And most of the time, you're just going to want to search your state, first-time homebuyer, down payment assistance, and something should pop up. And you should be able to tell if that is something your state offers you. Now, there are some down payment assistance programs that are available on a nationwide basis. And some of these programs might lend in all states and might provide these programs in all states. Some might have more limited state options. One I did want to mention in specific is called the Chenoa Fund, and that is a program that offers down payment assistance and some closing cost assistance depending on how you use the program. But that's a down payment assistance program that may be available in your state. So that's one that you can do a quick search of, see if that's available for you, and you can even find lenders who are going to work with that program through their website. So take a look at that and see if you have any questions. I'd love to hear from you in the comments. Now, I'm going to tell you a little bit about my personal experience with down payment assistance programs. Not only have I helped quite a few first-time home buyers with a variety of down payment assistance programs, this is actually how I purchased my first home. And it was one of those programs that actually inspired me to get into my current career as a mortgage advisor. This program is one of those state partnership programs, and it had very generous income limits, very generous purchase price limits, and was a really good fit for me in my area because I live in a higher cost area. So those features of the program were very important for me to be able to use something like this. Now, what ended up happening was my husband and I were able to have our complete down payment covered by this program. And then we actually had some closing cost assistance as well on top of a seller credit. At the end of the day, we got into our first property for around $3,000 of our own cash. Now, this loan program that we use, the down payment assistance, is in the form of a second loan. So we ended up repaying that loan back when we refinanced our home. And that's how these loan programs are really meant to be used. It's not meant for you to repay that down payment assistance loan with your own funds. Those programs are meant to be paid back by the equity in your home. And if you're using that program right, and if you're really a good candidate for that program, then that is how that's going to work. You shouldn't be having to pay that loan back with your own funds. The equity in your home is meant to pay that back. Now, if you're using another type of down payment assistance program, there might be a monthly payment on it, and maybe that program is not geared as much towards having your home equity pay for that down payment. But again, all of these programs are different. And because each of our situations are so unique and different, you'll want to spend some time looking into these programs and seeing which one might be the right choice for you. And I would always recommend to talk to a trusted mortgage advisor about what programs might be available for your situation. They will be able to help you and have your best interest in mind to help you find the best program that might fit for your specific personal situation. Now, that first home that I used that down payment assistance program on is now a rental property. And I'm so excited to be able to share that journey because it is very possible for you too. So I am not any unique case study. Again, I've worked with down payment assistance for many people, and we've gotten people into homes with these programs for as little as $1,000 of their own money. So this is real. You can absolutely do this even in a very competitive market. And that's why also it's very important to work with a trusted team of professionals that will help you understand how you can get this done. Now, besides programs that are maybe partnerships through state agencies or something like the Chenoweth Fund that's more national, there's also programs that might be available to you through your employer. Employer-sponsored down payment assistance programs are also out there, and some of these programs can offer very generous amounts of down payment assistance, maybe even more than what you could get with these other entities. So it's something to ask your employer about. Ask your employer, are there any programs available for me that would help me get into a home sooner? If it's not down payment assistance, maybe it's some type of closing cost credit. Maybe it's something that your HR department has available to you through their list of professionals and list of resources for you as an employee. So that's something else that you can look into. There you have it. These are quite a few programs that you could take advantage of today in order to help you get into your first property or maybe your next property. There are so many programs out there to help us reach our goal sooner. And if one of these programs sounds like it might be a good fit for you, go find out more. Talk to us in the comments. We'd love to hear from you. Thank you so much for spending time with me today. I'm Hannah Escher. You can search my name on BiggerPockets or find me at hannahescher.com. If you found this video helpful, like and subscribe to the BiggerPockets Rookie channel for more videos just like this. I'll see you next time.